Hey, Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite Astro Homegirl, and this one is going to be on Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. They fight tomorrow night. The fight will be live on Netflix, and I thought this would be cool to do a quick read to get the energy around them and who possibly may win the fight. So who y'all with? Who y'all got? So let's get into it. You know, I like to do the astrology first to see what's up with them, get a little feel of the energy, and then we get into the cards. So let's get into it, guys, all right? So I pulled Terence Crawford, but I didn't look at his chart, so let's see what's up. So Terence Crawford, born September 28th, 1987, in Omaha, Nebraska, American professional boxer. You know, he competes in the welterweight division and has achieved significant recognition in the sport, including winning the Sugar Ray Robinson Award, okay? He's known for his versatility and skills, and Crawford has built a reputation as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in boxing today, okay? And me personally, I have watched him fight, and he is good. And you know what I thought was cool about him, guys? Eminem brought him out. So you know how when they come out with the rappers and stuff? So I thought that was cool. Okay, so he is a Libra sun, guys, okay? 37 years old. And he is from Hinesville, New York, okay? So he's a 1 in his birth number. That's interesting. Okay. His birthday on the 28th, guys, coming up. Libra sun. And let's see what's up with his chart. So his sun in Libra, okay, is right there in between 11th and 12th house. So that's interesting because it's right there on the nose of it. So we see his, you know, the way he comes with his bravado and how he's able to move, because it's right there within career and, you know, his friends and groups and stuff with that 11th house energy, okay? Let's see his Mercury. Mercury is also in Libra, okay? So that explains how he's able to, you know, the balancing to be here and there, here and there, here and there. Like they say, pound for pound, round for round, okay? And his Venus is in Libra, so he got a stellium. He a mess, honey. I bet you he a mess when it comes to relationships. Ooh. Okay? And that is in his 11th house. So that's interesting. Because I wonder how that really works with Libra being in the house of Aquarius. But let's see where Uranus is. Oh, wow. It's in Sag. And let's see where that is. Oh. Right there between 12, like literally, and in the first house. That's interesting. But he has a stellium in that first house, which is his moon. And his moon is in Sag. Okay, so his first house, oh my gosh, he has a lot going on there. I don't know what his transit is like, especially with this fight tomorrow night. And then he also has his Saturn there. So, wow. And that looks like Pluto. Let me see. That's deep. So Uranus is there. His Saturn is there, and his moon is there. So he has the stellium of all of that going on in his rising. And that's in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So we definitely got to pull cards, okay? So he shows up as a Sagittarius rising. So that's your avatar. That's who you are in the matrix of this thing, okay? No, I'm sorry. Your moon is what's hidden. That's your home as well. That represents home. I'm sorry, your rising. Well, rising is the house of, you know, that's the beginning of the chart, your rising sign. But his moon is in his rising. So, Sag, very athletic too. But Uranus shakes the table. And Saturn with hard work brings rewards. So as long as he's putting in the work and, you know, staying up to his routines, you know, he can kind of push through the challenges and stuff, okay? So that's where they lie. And let's see what Chiron is, because they got this fight coming up tomorrow night. So let's see where the Chiron is, the wounded healer. Let's see where he is in the chart. With them getting into this. Okay, so it's 7th house, relationships, and that's in Gemini. Okay, that's interesting. All right, well, we get to see that he is and his North Node is in Aries. Let's see. North Node. I'm looking on the chart. Okay. It's right there on the cusp in a house of home. So, 5th house partnership. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let's look at Mr. Canelo and then we're going to get on into the cards, okay? So, we see a little bit of the energy of Mr. Crawford. So, now we got Mr. Canelo Alvarez, born in Santos. And I don't know if I'm saying it right, so don't get me. Santos Alvarez Barragan on July 18th, 1990. So 718. He a Cancer, baby. So his son, he's a Cancer son, and he's currently 35 years old, okay? His moon is in Gemini. That's interesting. Okay. And his Mercury is in... So the moon is what's hidden too, all right? And his Mercury is in Leo. So, you know, how he communicates is with his hands, creative, you know, boxing, okay? And his Venus is in Gemini. So he a mess as well, child. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. And his Mars and how he takes action is in Taurus. Let's see what Terence's Mars is. Because this is going to really also help, too, when we read them. Let's see who's going to be the winner of this thing. Okay, so his Mars is in Virgo. That's interesting, okay? And that is in... see what house it's in, though. Oh. That's why he's good at what he do, baby. The details. It's up there in his house of career. Okay. So he's able to communicate and really, really, you know, he's strategic. Mr. Crawford is. Let's see about baby boy over here, Canelo. He is also strategic with that Mars and Taurus, okay? Practical about it. Kind of interesting combination, because both of those combinations will really get along very well. His Saturn is in Capricorn, though, so that's interesting. And this is like a limited chart, so I can't see the houses, but I can see the degrees. And that Uranus is also in Capricorn, so that's kind of like, oh, but by his Saturn being in his house of home, he's favored. Because his Saturn is in Capricorn. And Capricorn is, you know, Saturn is the planetary ruler of Capricorn, okay? Also has a relationship with Uranus. So he has an interesting chart that has a lot of favor in it, guys. Also with Neptune being there. Neptune can definitely shake the table at any time. What a stellium to have, but two favored in one house with one shake up, okay? And his Pluto, he was born in the Saturn retrograde, y'all. Uranus retrograde, Neptune retrograde, and Pluto retrograde. Ooh. So he can kind of stick and move and slide in and slide out. But when it ain't his time, it ain't his time. And when it is his time, it is his time, okay? So we see what's up with these guys. So let's come on and get on into the cards and see who's going to be the winner or what's the energy around the fight, okay? This going to be a quick one. All right, y'all, let's get into the cards, okay? So I did already bless them, but I'm still, you know, I always like to burn a little sage. Just a little bit. And, There we go. Get a little bit off of it. There we go. Just get the energy in there. Okay. And let me. Happy Friday night. I'm gonna upload a few and just let them do. But this will be the first one to go up. Okay, guys. So we just gonna get the current energy around each one. So I'm already talking because my nose always itch like that. Angels, ancestors, spirit guys, please give me all current energy. Alvarez, right? Canelo, Terence Crawford, the current energy around that fight tomorrow night, September 13th, 2025. The current energy around their big boxing match tomorrow night, 9/13/2025. Okay. I don't know if it was any meetings or did they have any kind of like, let's see, y'all. Gotta make it interesting. We're gonna flip the cards, but let's see. Did they square up? Let's see. Okay, so it says Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, two of boxing greats clash in a fight that's being called one of the best ever, guys. So let's let y'all hear this real quick. And this is CNN, so shout out to CNN.
I was in other sports, came back to the gym in 2002, won my first title in 2014, been on the pound-for-pound list ever since. And now I'm here fighting Canelo Alvarez in the biggest fight of, the decade.
When you look at your record, it is incredible, really. A rare, perfect record, 41 wins. Twice you've been the undisputed champion in two divisions. What accomplishment are you the most proud of?
Proud that, I'm still here at 37 at the top of the game, and to be able to put my foot, and cement it in with all the greats that came before me.
You seem pretty chill. Do you get excited before a fight? And if so, what excites you most about this opportunity and this opponent in Canelo?
I get excited here and there, but, I get more excited for the opportunity, to become, undisputed, and the opportunity to be an all-time great like Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, can you explain what that would mean to you, to be able to be thought about in terms of one of the all-time greats? Like, if that happened, how would you feel?
I feel great, and I feel accomplished. When you train so hard for a fighter and you be victorious, you feel like, I did it. That's how I feel come Saturday.
I remember a few years ago when Manny Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather, it was described as the fight of the century, and then he went up against Conor McGregor, and that was a big deal. Where do you think your fight ranks in terms of the all-time, potentially great fights or big occasions?
It's up there with all of them. It's up there with all of those great fights. All those, well, not Floyd and McGregor. That wasn't no great fight. That was just a money grab, but all the great fights, in the history, this fight is up there with all of them.
Okay. Well, y'all heard from Mr. Crawford. So let's see. That was all CNN had. I don't know if they had commentary from Canelo. So the Canelo, okay, so the winner, guys, gets a massive diamond encrusted WBC. Oh, wow. Super Bowl. Oh, so they gonna get that too. They getting a lot of stuff. The winner of this fight. So they got a lot at stake. A lot of extra gifts and stuff come along with this one. So this is a big fight tomorrow night. It says that Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford fight could be a historical moment for boxing tomorrow night, guys. And that's shout out to Las Vegas Review Journal, okay? Let's see what the predictions are. It says this is the fight of the year. Terence Alvarez and Terence Crawford face their, sternest test yet as they meet in once-in-a-lifetime showdown. So they fighting in Las Vegas tomorrow night at Allegiant Stadium, guys. And that's the home of the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders on Saturday night. Again, like we said, tomorrow, 9/13. Both competitors are already made men in this boxing. And this is for y'all who aren't even aware of them, okay? But for the fans, I know y'all know. But I still would like to let, our new ones who are into reading to just know who we reading about and what they do and what they're about. So just bear with me. I'm going to get through it. Again, both competitors are already made men in boxing. Both are 4-division champions. A win for either, pugilist would cement him into the pantheon of the greats. Okay, guys? They say the predictions are below. So let's just see what they say. They say the fight is totally in Canelo's hands, guys, okay? They say that's a good and a bad thing for a Mexican. That's interesting that they wrote that way, okay? What? It's no secret his pace has dropped off recently, but you'd assume the prospect of facing Crawford means we're going to see him up the ante and hit his classic form, okay? So if he does, there isn't much of a route to victory for his opponent, all right? So obviously, Canelo is the flat truth, which I've already heard that, and he, before this fight even has happened or about to happen. Crawford's added bulk is a little worrisome for his natural game, okay? So he had to gain a little weight, obviously, to weigh in for this fight. And especially if Canelo pulls him into fighting fire with fire, the American will back himself. But he needs to keep it dull. We talk about size and strength for good reasons, and it's a struggle to back a man whose natural frame is carrying more muscle than we've seen across his career so far, okay? So this is interesting. I'm glad we did read that so we kind of get an idea of how they feeling. They feel like everything is in Canelo's favor. So let's pull the cards, okay? I had already pulled to see. And we're going to see what's going on. Okay, so the current fight, guys. Well, we do know that each person is traveling. We know that they are, about to expand, about growth. We know that they are headed to Las Vegas for their biggest fight ever, okay? Because when you see the 3 of Wands, it's about expansion. It's about, just looking ahead, rapid growth, blessings, And we do also know this card to me is also a card of excitement, okay? So this fight is going to be exciting tomorrow night, okay? Now, when you see the 9 of Pentacles in this energy, because we're acting around the energy of the fight, okay? This person, it's an energy of worry. And, when I ask about the energy, I'm going to say this going for both of them at this time, okay? Listen, they may come off as victorious. They coming off as confident. But the energy of them is that. And I will say this too. Somebody in this fight is experiencing, quietly, a little bit of financial, tug and pull. We're not going to say they in the depths of it. But needing this fight, okay, for the finances, all right? Somebody's going to be brokenhearted, which we know because we can only have one winner, right? So we will see that. And it's interesting that it's cups energy when Canelo is cups, okay? So we haven't asked who's going to win, but I'm just, reading the cards, all right? It's going to be, this is going to be interesting, this fight. That's all I can say. Because when you see this is about making a decision. Each person is coming in focused, but somebody got to step up their game, okay? Or they gonna have a missed opportunity and a missed window, all right? To really, really land and follow through, okay? This is the fight. They are up against each other, as you can see. But this thing gonna get brutal a little bit. It's gonna be a tough one, y'all. We gonna watch them fight it out. You hear me? With that Hierophant in place, you know, and it's a spiritual cartoon. They finna fight it out, baby. You hear me? This ain't gonna be no easy breezy cover girl, all right? Each person got to come in, and they got to come in, and they got to put the work in, because this thing about to be a mess, okay? So this fight is gonna be quite exciting, okay? Somebody is not willing to see the truth energy, okay? No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. This is the energy when you see swords. That's the, oh boy, this is Libra energy, okay? He's coming in action, guys. He really been putting the work in, Mr. Crawford, okay? So with these cups on the table, I'm hoping that Canelo is not taking this as light work, okay? Because this man came to show up for this fight. And he did not just come to show up. He came to win, okay? But the Knight of Cups is in the upright. I pulled this is from the bottom of the deck. The top of the deck and the bottom of the deck. And this is like... Ooh, I mean, those two partnered up together, that's kind of interesting when we asking about a fight. That's why I took a long pause, because this is representing Canelo, and he not as focused as he should be. This is the biggest fight of the century, and something about his energy where he is not taking it, seriously. So let's pull on these guys and see what's up, because this was just a general energy, okay? So let's see. We're going to pull on, since Canelo is the one who, everybody is, like you said, he's the star. He's the one that they feel like will be the winner. They say the fight is in his hands, okay? He is favored with this win. So he is the, the champion in this. So let's get the current energy around. Well, we got the current energy around him. So let's ask, what will be the outcome? Will he be victorious? Will he win this fight? So, Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we ask, because we gonna ask about Terence too, but let's just get the energy and just see what's up, okay? So this is about Mr. Canelo, all right? So let me just get around Canelo. Is he gonna be victorious in this thing? Let's get energy around him. What will be the outcome? Will he win? Will he win? Will he be the winner? We're gonna pull on both just to see. So let's see. Okay. Ooh, okay, so there go one. Cards talking, they want to talk. Oh, okay. Extra message. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so that was the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's pull and see what's up with Mr. Canelo. Okay. Oh. And then look, okay, so I won't even go into so much as just explaining it, but I mean, not saying, I'm sorry, that's not what I mean. All I want to say is the cards are kind of cut and dry. Let me be more specific, okay? So he's coming in temperance energy, which is about, the balance of it all, okay? He also has strong ancestors watching over him too, Canelo. We might see, him honor his ancestors in some way as he comes out tomorrow night, as he enters the fight. You know how sometimes it be little hidden things, or they may come out in things that represent their ancestral line that may come out as well. But he feels like he's in an even place of balance, but again, this is clearly his card because it came out first. I can't make it up. And we back again in the same energy. So he think he got it all under control is what I'm saying. He coming in feeling like, okay, I got it all under control. But surprise, surprise, you don't. Okay? It's going to be tough for him. Ooh. And he, you know what? Like I said, somebody got some hidden money issues, okay? And it's something about his finances, all right? It may not be nothing that we see on the forefront, but yeah, because you got that King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Look, when you see the Wheel of Fortune, that's a no. And then you got that Knight of Pentacles. It's unsuccessful. That's why I say the cards are kind of the cut and dry. And this is, he has anxiety too inside, which who wouldn't be facing the biggest fight in their life. But I'm going to just say it's so interesting because look at this ace. And your boy is air energy. And he coming out in his new beginning energy. Okay? Before we even flip his cards, Mr. Crawford. He coming out standing on business. Okay? Ain't that interesting? It ain't looking good for Canelo. Everybody think he gonna be the winner, but it's a possibility that he will not be the winner. So we gonna have to watch this and see what happens. But this is interesting. You see that? I'm gonna just hold it up, okay? All right, let's pull on Mr. Crawford and see what the energy is around him. We know energy changes, but he got a lot going on. So let's see what's up with Mr. Terence Crawford. Tomorrow 9/13, 9/13, 9/13, 2025. He be the winner tomorrow night. So let's see what Mr. Crawford energy is like, okay? And you know what I meant to say too with those cards? This ain't gonna be no easy breezy fight, okay? They gonna fight, just so y'all know. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So the fight will definitely be exciting, okay? Or, they gonna go toe to toe basically when you saw those cards. So let's see what's up. He ain't gonna just knock him out. That ain't gonna happen. So let's see Terence Crawford. What's the energy around him for tomorrow night? Will he be victorious? Will he be victorious? Will he win his boxing match tomorrow night? 9/13, 9/13. Let's see what's up with him. Libra sun, damn. I don't know if that's too many, but we just gonna take it. Sometimes the cards just be talking, Oh, don't say any extra messages for him. Terence Crawford. Any extra messages for this man? I don't know how that came out. I'm not asking any extra messages. That was kind of weird. I'm about to go watch Jeezy. And after I watch Jeezy, guys, I'm going to come back Okay, and I don't know. Both of them cards is kind of interesting for both of them, okay? So this ain't gonna be easy, okay? Look at it. There go the fight right there. He gonna hit a tower moment, though. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. He got clarity, though. Even through this, this ain't gonna be easy. But he coming in, look, standing on business, baby. He done did his training. He done gained his extra weight. He is coming in not playing no games, okay? This just lets you know that this gonna be hard for him too. He coming in confident, but this is the fight that we see right here. You know, he is the end. Look, he the king of swords. Ain't that interesting? So he coming in to take action, guys, but he coming in an upright. And with this tower moment, it's kind of like when you see that tower moment, because we asking about the winner of the fight. This is the energy of like shock. You know, people gonna be shocked at the outcome of whatever's gonna happen tomorrow night. Like who the winner will be. But it's interesting because this is them two together again. They fighting. It looks like those cups came up. This is about the energy, okay? It's gonna be some people upset. Okay, his energy is, you know, coming in that regard, okay? But he has really, really been focused because when you see the devil in reverse, that's the opposite of it in the upright, okay? So he is, you know, coming in with a lot of clarity, taking action, okay? And y'all, he coming to stand on business. Them ones matching up, you hear me? He here to take action, okay? Even though this was at the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck, it still, to me, represents Canelo. When you see the ones that's slowing down, that's the Chariot. Canelo is a Cancer sun. Y'all, well, we gonna see. I don't know. I mean, I'm just based on what we saw and reading the cards. It looks like Mr. Crawford may be the one who may have some victory tomorrow. But, hey, it's up in the air. Both of them are there working and putting in the work. We gonna see. So, let's just see what happens, okay? I love y'all. Peace and love, soul family. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And remember, we just here to have a good time. Everything is just, you know, all in my opinion and allegedly, okay? So, shout out to both guys. Both of them are champions. And we gonna get to see tomorrow who gonna be here for the big win, okay? And I will be back, guys. And I think I'm gonna do good old Taylor first. Taylor, Swift, and good old Travis Kelce. And we're gonna also do Martell Hope with this. Ooh, that's a mess. And you know, Queen Melody Cherie, we gonna do that one. And I'm gonna also tap into I'm gonna try to get these done. I'm gonna come back after Jesus concert. You know I gotta go see Jesus Snowman, okay? He's filming live from Detroit, and I think you can get it on the YouTube link too, okay? But yeah, we got to do Harry Styles and beautiful ass, what's her name? Zoey Kravitz, baby. Yes. We're gonna do them. We're gonna do a few. You know what? Eventually we're gonna start going live. But in the meantime, in between time, I will see you guys soon in the next one. Love y'all.